Well, I almost timed that right and had everything ready, but this is how we insert chaos. All right. All right, give me just a second because I realized I forgot to do one last thing. Yeah, I got back to my computer. I'm like, oh, I'm here just in time. I have plenty of time. And then I was like, oh, I didn't actually put in my headset. I didn't plug in my headset. So there's that. All right, we got to get our posted or pinned comment so people know that we are adults here. And sometimes I swear. All right, there's that. And chapstick, because that's a good way to start the stream every time. All right. Are we human? I think we're human. Sort of, maybe. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hello. I'm a practical eccentric and I'm here for Dinkum. So let me figure out my sound. I think that's about it. That's probably fine. Theoretically. Maybe we put the music down just a little bit. Sure. I guess. I don't know. I'm taking a wild stab in the dark because I didn't count. And, you know, we just kind of wing it here sometimes. All right. So, hi, I'm back. If you didn't know and were wondering where I was or I hadn't caught my community post or anything like that, on the YouTube side of things, I was out of town for work last week. So, I got back on Saturday last week and then was so wiped out that I just went ahead and took Sunday off, which means I really didn't get to participate. Not that I was like in any of the like Dinkathon streaming things, but like I knew it was a thing. There was a 3-year anniversary for Dinkum. And I was like, oh, cool. I'll, you know, get to stream and be kind of on the side. But I was like, do I want to stream? Do I not want to stream? How tired am I going to be? And I was really wiped out. So I ended up like lurking in some people's streams during that. But I wasn't even able to do that as much as I wanted to because I was just wiped out. It took me actually until about Tuesday I was feeling almost back to normal. And I feel almost back to normal. But we're going to get to the quote of the day. So the quote of the day is, no amount of self-improvement can make up for any lack of self-acceptance. And that is from Robert Holden. And while this could have many connotations and does apply to many things that I have been talking about over the last couple of years, almost couple of years, year and a half, whatever it's been, I've been thinking about it for at least a couple of years, like consciously. But the reason I picked this quote is because I've been doing a lot of this work about accepting who I really am so that I can actually improve things in a meaningful way. And, you know, I can wish and hope that I had different habits or I was further along or I think certain things were easier to do. Actually, let me get into this screen so it's at least a little bit less menu-y. I mean, it's still a menu, but whatever. But I picked this quote in particular today because I am starting to experience perimenopausal stuff, which is fun. And I know I'm right at the beginning of it because I'm sure it's just going to get worse and worse over time. Physically, probably mentally, probably emotionally. But yesterday I woke up and I was dizzy. And I actually ended up laying in bed for, I think I fell back asleep and then laid in bed for a while. I tried to come out and play some Dinkum, and I knew I had some videos to film for Dreamlight Valley for content over on YouTube. And of course my nose is itchy, because why wouldn't it be? Because we're live and people want to watch you like itch your nose. It's fantastic. Anyway. And I tried to play a day of Dinkum. I was really struggling to just sit here and just kind of try and relax. So I ended up going and laying down. I watched some YouTube videos and just, I wasn't tired. I mean, kind of, but not sleepy tired, I guess. And so I eventually got up, went out to the living room and ended up watching a movie with my oldest and just kind of took it easy. And there were several times throughout the day where I could feel myself starting to go, man, I wish I was able to do other things, like productive things, like the laundry I need to do, or, you know, wipe down a surface, or, you know, do some light cleaning, or I really should mow the grass sometime in the near future. And we're experiencing a heat wave right now. So mowing anytime this week is going to suck. And so that's just going to have to get backburnered, because I don't think it's going to be a wise move for me to try and push myself to mow the grass during a heat wave while I'm kind of in this sketchy, not feeling so hot. Dizziness can be brought on by perimenopause, but it also can be dehydration, which means, do I really want to go outside and mow in a heat wave and worry about water intake and all of that? I don't necessarily want to put myself in that position. Grass ain't worth it. Sorry. It can wait. And there were several times yesterday where I felt myself starting to go, man, I wish I could be doing XYZ stuff. And then I was just like, just don't. You know, you obviously need to take it down a notch and just relax. Now, by mid to late afternoon, I felt up to recording some videos. I haven't finished those videos yet, but that's fine. Part of working on small steps and getting better in small increments is that it didn't feel burdensome to record the couple of videos I did yesterday, and knowing that I still have more stuff to do today, it didn't feel like overwhelming or anxiety inducing. It was just like, I feel up to it. I'm going to do these things, and I still have these other things on my list, but that's okay. And I still had to consciously think about it, though. I still had to remind myself that, like, if you are still not feeling 100%, if you are still not feeling physically capable of doing these things, that's okay. Like, nobody's going naked because you didn't do the load of laundry. I need to do laundry today, but there was also part of me that's like, if this is just something that's passing, then let it pass, rest, drink lots of water, you know, spend some time just kind of sitting on the couch and just letting it pass by. And if it's something worse, then it won't improve, but maybe then you go to the doctor or whatever, you know. It was like, I don't really want to have to do that either, because ain't nobody got time for that. But sometimes you have to make time for that, because the converse side is that you run yourself further and further down to where it becomes really problematic over time. So I don't need to do that. Not for the grass, not for the laundry, not for content creation, not for coulda, shoulda, woulda, wish I was feeling different than I am. None of these are like life-threatening things. And if I push myself too hard, I mean, not to say I feel like it would get too life-threatening, but the further you do, like the more you push yourself, the more likely you are to run into real problems that end up taking more time out of your day, more time out of your however long it takes to recover. You know, some people do put themselves in the hospital by pushing themselves too far for too long and not listening to the fact that they need to just, like, take it easy. Things will keep, you know, my kids aren't gonna starve, you know, like, the house isn't gonna fall apart. You know, it might take longer to deal with things after I feel better, but I know I am capable of picking things back up after I've let myself rest. And if I don't sit there and beat myself up about it, I'm probably going to recover faster because I'm actually letting myself be restful and rest. Anyway, so that quote, you know, no amount of self-improvement can make up for any lack of self-acceptance. I can't improve things in any capacity if I'm not willing to accept the fact that sometimes I can't do all the things I want to do. I'm not Superwoman. Like, I'm not this, you know, otherworldly being. I am still a human being with physical constraints and mental and emotional constraints that it's better to just accept and then improve, you know, slowly over time. And I do feel more rested. Like, my head still kind of is bothering me. I just have a minor headache, which honestly I probably should have taken something for that, but whatever. We're here now. Did I take something this morning? I did take something this morning. So I've got a minor headache, so apparently it didn't do all... It wasn't a miracle cure, but it did, you know, probably improve where I might be now if I hadn't taken anything. But I'm here for Dinkum. I really wish... See, here we go. I really wish I had been able to play more of it yesterday, because I played a bit while I was out of town, and then I played, I think, on Sunday when I got back. Just kind of, you know, mindlessly getting some stuff done. But then, of course, I hadn't played at all during the week, so yesterday was like my first day to be like, okay, I get to play a few days, and then I played one day, and that was enough. I had to go rest, so I wish I had gotten more done, but I didn't have it in me. So here we are, getting to do more today. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well, working through whatever it is you need to work through. Let me get my shenanigans in order. Where are we at? What are we doing? Okay. Let's see, what did I get done while I was out? I think I've gotten some more... I'm trying to flatten my ranching area. I was able to expand a little bit. I got a little bit of water to the pleeps. They do seem to really, really like water. So I'm glad I got a little bit of that started. I think I just got the Vombats area flattened out. I went ahead and started putting some more, what is the biome with the mangroves? What is that called? It's not the desert. Mangroves. Oh, it's just called mangroves. Okay, so I went ahead and kind of put a ring of mud, essentially, around where the wishing well is going to go. I think I actually dropped a few... someone was in and was mentioning that it might be cute to put some of the like forest type trees near my rentals, because I kind of want to make them look like cabins in the woods, so having different types of trees might look really cute. So I did plant... I think I had a task to put some... to plant some trees, so I was like, well, I'll use this opportunity to just drop a few plants over there. Obviously they won't grow instantaneously. Looks like I got some trapping done. Looks like I might need to pet some animals. Something about fruit and dinks. Buy some new furniture, pet an animal, harvest 6 cactus figs. Okay. So... Oh, I got my helicopter. And then I barely got to use it because I wasn't really feeling up to doing much yesterday. Alright, let's look at our thing. Smelting request. 5 copper ore. We can do that. I need to go see Melvin anyway. A chook and a Krakow. I don't know if I feel up to doing that. Oh, and then I still have this Krakow capture reward, which is part of the reason I went ahead and did animal trapping. Because I wanted to make a little bit of extra money off of that. So we'll go ahead and do another gotcha. Although I'm going to have to give the gotcha some more money, like, in my stash there for it. Now, I will say this about the helicopter. It's kind of slow. You know what I could see using it for, though, is, what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to plunk this down right here. Interesting. I wonder if that's going to make a difference. So, theoretically, I only have this one lily pad. I kind of want to make it grow in these additional flower boxes. I like the fact that the flower boxes link up, though. I hadn't really registered. I mean, I've seen some decorating stuff now, but I didn't really register that the same type of flower boxes made, like, a bigger flower box. So that's cute. I have not flattened this area yet, although I know I want to do this. So let me... I'm not worried about getting this done right now, but I at least want to get the house down lower. Because eventually, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my house yet. Like, I don't know if I want to bring the actual space where my house sits down, but maybe. So right now, I'm just trying to flatten everything else around it. Because I did make a list of the types of areas I want to do. What am I doing in here? I'm not doing anything in here. I'm doing this. I want to put grass down before I put their house down. Oh, so because I'm not doing like a full farm situation yet, I decided to utilize the sprinklers that I have and the space that I have to grow grass seeds. So a lot of my farmland right now is grass growing. All right, what do I have? I was a little disappointed, but not terribly surprised. The pineapple I grew just one. So I'm assuming the only way to really get more pineapple is to go to the islands via the airport. And it's Sunday. So theoretically, I could go there today. And if I remember to take my jet ski, I might be able to go around more. Yeah, see, I'm in the middle of flattening their stuff. I got there. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put grass seed under their houses. So I'm going to have to do that. I think I got all of the Pleeps houses grassed. Like, got grass under them. Do I have 8? I have 7. Who didn't I milk? Pet. Milk. Oh, but I should pet somebody. There we go. All right. And then we can shear. Yeah, look how happy they are. They all just, like, gather in the water. So I'm going to have to do something about the layout and, you know, maybe landscape it up. I tried to make it not just a square because I'm thinking about putting, like, a raised area here so that I can create, like, a little waterfall situation. You know, and kind of start dipping my toes and making it cute and not just functional. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do about that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yesterday I was a little worried actually at first because I don't frequently suffer from dizzy spells. I have like part of like the progression of suspecting that perimenopause is coming is, you know, like I've been feeling warmer lately. I almost always wear socks to bed. I usually wear pants and a shirt and sometimes even an overshirt in the summer. Now, in the winter, I'll have an extra blanket or two, depending on how cold I get. But, like, usually I have at least one blanket and then I'm fully clothed. And that has not been the case lately. Like, I'm not wearing socks right now. And I haven't been wearing socks to bed. And that's bizarre for me, just because I've always run cold. And, but I was starting to get hit with, like, kind of nausea in the morning. And, like, heartburn, which heartburn is not terribly abnormal, but the combination of heartburn plus, nausea. Now, I take Tums to deal with the heartburn, and it's helped with the nausea as well. But this was the first time I'd really had, like, dizziness. And I'm not super awesome with drinking water, which is why it could be dehydrated, you know, dehydration related, but you know, WebMD, you know, Google that. Dizziness could be a sign of hormonal shifts. So that's fun. But I was a little concerned yesterday. When it started to dissipate, I was like, okay, this is something, as I started drinking more water. I actually didn't drink the rest of my coffee yesterday because coffee can dehydrate you. So I was like, okay, I'll switch to water earlier. And then I was under caffeinated, which was not great. But I didn't have a full-blown caffeine headache because I did have some caffeine. And maybe I should start drinking more tea. You know? Like that could be a bridge too. I mean, I've got tea and I like to drink it. I've even got milk and honey, you know. Look how happy they are in this water. I'm gonna have to make this water more, like, bigger. I'm thinking about making the Chooks area a little smaller so that the plebes could have a little bit more room for a water feature. I also thought about moving the food thing over here so that this area could be a little bit more watery. Anyway, eventually I think the ranching space will move because I think I'm going to do like a big ranching Irwin animal thing. But that is definitely further down on the priority list. Okay, so let's put some stuff away. You know what else I need to do? I need to see about planting some more tropical grass. Yeah, because look, I've gotten several more seeds and fir grass. River beds. River reed seed. Lordy be. Oh, I need to put away more stuff. Oh, I put my chainsaw away instead of putting my shears away. I was like, why do I still have the shears? I put things away. Okay, so milk and wool. I don't know how sold I am on... Oh, you know what I didn't think about? I didn't think about the fact that I did not account for time for going to the airport today. It's the 15th, so we're getting close to... What is it? The midnight market? The late night market? What is it called? I don't remember now. Which means, oh, that's right. I was going to do some more money-making stuff. I went ahead and downsized my furnace area because I haven't been using the other furnaces. So I chucked them in here and consolidated. So it's a little bit more open over here now. But maybe I should use this to get eggs. It's not very fast, the helicopter. Okay, go to town. You know what? Let's just take this over to town and see what's happening. Okay, so how do I do this again? Okay, it's this. And then it's this. Yeah, this is real slow. Like, as much as I think this would be interesting to use for certain tasks, I don't know how I feel about it for just general travel. I feel that way about the Ute as well. Like, I feel like for certain things it's going to be good, but for regular travel, I want to use the motorcycle more. Can you actually reverse in this? Okay, you can. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I mean, it worked. Oh, man, I'm glad it's a short week this next week. I've got some appointments on Thursday, and then Friday I just went ahead and took off. So, I could potentially get to go to the zoo with my kids. It'd be nice if the heat wave broke by the time we can go to the zoo. Because I'm planning on going early in the day, but, you know. Zoo trips are usually not short trips. Like if we had a zoo pass where we could go for a couple hours and then leave and then go and do another couple hours on a different day more regularly, like that would be fine. But oh goodness, look how many of you there are. Are there 5 of you? Hey, come here, money. Come here, money. Is it just, I kind of want... No, I'm not going to be able to attract attention enough. Ah, balls. Okay, pay attention, woman. Maybe you shouldn't attract more than 2 of them at a time. Come on, y'all. I know you're a little far from the collection point, but you can come on. I should probably go visit Melvin before I trap all of you. Okay. Okay. Now, nice. They're worth like 20k right now. We'll get the rest of them in a bit. But we'll deal with Melvin first. I didn't bring ore. Was it copper ore? I think it was 5 copper ore. Alright. This is what happens when you don't play a game for a while and then you're like, how do I play this game again? Goodness. Alright, this is ore. Right. 5 copper ore. Booyah. Alright. Started to try and write out like a daily schedule for this game so I can remember who to go see. I don't know how useful that's going to be yet, but we'll test it out and see how my brain handles the information. All right, so now we can go talk to Melvin before time runs out. Can't do the bank today. Hey, man. I want to chat. I completed your request. I did. Here you go. You're welcome. Oh, look. Another piece of my cabin thing. I think I've gotten that. Can't remember if I've gotten this. I wish there was an indicator. I feel like I've gotten a picnic basket before. I don't think I have this, though. I will take it. Have I gotten the Nordic cabinet yet? Alright, let's talk to you and see. Nordic cabinet and... This is not how we look at that. Nordic cabinet, okay. And miscellaneous. Alright, picnic basket, okay. So I'm not gonna fret. Cactus fruits. Excellent. Now... Alright, y'all. Come on. If I can catch all 5 of you, then I can get 100k just from this. Come on now. I have it in me to be able to pay attention to 3 crocs at once and not die a stupid death. Do we believe it? Is it true? I mean, I'm doing pretty good so far. Uh-oh, I just said something to ruin it. Oh, you know what I meant to do? And actually, I'm going to do it before I finish trapping you guys. Okay. I want to apply for a license. I think I'm saving up for commerce because I want to start making enough money for stuff. Hey, you guys. Woo! Okay. Because it was almost 4. I really needed to go in and talk to Fletch. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. No, no, no. Come here, this way. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to lead you down the wrong path. This way. Nice. Now, am I going to be just as lucky and go get crocs from, like, the southern area? Am I going to be able to do that? Because there are usually crocs hanging out near. Do I have my pathing? Because I was thinking about doing a little path so I don't keep having things grow up in between. I cleared this little area. So that it's a little easier if I use my bike to transport things down to this collection point. But I don't know if I want to run a road or not. I might. Alright, are there crocodiles over here like I need them to be? I could trap you. You are an easy target. Hello? Are you a crocodile? 1, 2. Fantastic. Okay. I love it. Alright. Hey, what's up? Okay. How about your friend? Okay. Any more of you? There might be some in the other little lake. I don't see any more here. Doesn't mean I am fully paying attention, but we're trying. We're doing the best we can. I don't think I've got my pathing here, though. That's alright. I'm going to check out whether or not there's some crocodiles in this little lake over here. Because sometimes there are. Is that an island? It isn't. Trying to think of like where I want to put people, you know, because if I kind of move people around and have them be in their own spaces so that I can do a nice big something for them. I know I want to put some functional stuff near the telepad, so like quarry and tree farm I feel like should be near one of the telepads. Probably Irwin's space should be near a telepad. Alright, we only have 3 more cages, so that's cool. Just take care of this business. You know what I could do with the helicopter is potentially... Well, that's kind of a pain in the ass too, though. I'm trying to think of like when I could go get eggs using the helicopter. I don't know. I could try it at night and see what happens. Like I wouldn't be adverse to like killing the birds for their meat. I should go see what Sheila wants to buy today. You coming? All right. Are there any crocodiles over here? Some kind of fish over there. I don't have a fishing rod on me, so that's not useful. That's a devil. Oh, there is a crocodile over there. Well, let me go grab a cage then real quick. See if I can trap your butt. Don't remember how much the devils are worth. I looked it up just enough to remember that they are worth the most money, but not enough to remember how much money that is. Okay, where is he? He's somewhere. There he is. Hey, you. What's she doing? Don't go start a fight with that guy. Come over here. Hey. Fantastic. Thanks for complying. Now I just need one more... somebody. One more somebody to come get into a trap, and then I can stop trapping for the day. I think I needed to make some more sprinklers. Oh, that's right. I remember what I was doing now. Just you? Perfect. I only have one cage anyway. Come on. I was trying to go around and get more stuff to dig up. No, no. Come on. Fantastic. Boom. Trapping done. All right, that should be a chunk of money for me then. What, did I only trap 2 devils? Is that right? 3? Something like that. So not a ton of devils. Mostly crocs. So that I can maximize that task. No, I'm busy, sir. Hold on a minute. And they walk right in front of your motorcycle. Like, you're not coming. With a giant light on the front. Like, hey. Oh, was it a competition day? It was a bug competition day. So that's, like, one of my complaints. Is that if you sleep and save and exit, any notifications you got at the beginning of the day don't get played again when you... Onions. Do I have enough onions to sell you onions? Let me see. So I probably got the notification when I was feeling crappy yesterday that there was going to be the bug competition today, but when I load up the game, it doesn't give me the notification again, which technically if it doesn't save, like, why wouldn't you tell me again? Like, I feel like it should tell me because it tells me at the beginning of the day. Anyway, I feel like I'm explaining my complaint poorly, but, like, I always forget. I always forget that, you know, especially if it's been a bit since I've actually played. Like, I didn't remember there was a bug catching competition today. I don't have the calendar memorized. I know a lot of people do, but I am not that one. And I have not built a habit where I check the calendar regularly, which, you know, it's fine. Oh, look at that. I will take that. Since I need to do that anyway. Alright. See, this honey's been ready, but I'm trying to wait for them to all sync up again. I want to flatten all of this stuff. See, this makes me think that my next big thing I should work on is where I want to put rain. Like, I could put a quarry somewhere, but it doesn't have to be crazy elaborate yet. Since that's more of a functional for me situation, I could just move my quarries and then, you know, move. The trees don't even have to move yet. I just have to decide where that needs to go. I keep thinking it's going to be... Theoretically, I could do this whole island over here. And this could become a quarry / tree farm area. I wonder how big that actually is. And that would be really convenient to pop out of a teletower, go do some resource gathering. Hold on. Pause while I'm thinking out loud. So then where do I want to put rain? Do I want to put her in the forest biome? I mean, technically I could make things be how I want them to be. I don't have to... But, like... Like down here? Down here? In the middle somewhere? Maybe Irwin could be here. There's lots of, wary moos kind of in here. I haven't marked them because it's up high. But maybe I could put Irwin here. I feel like John will eventually be here. I like the idea of this still being the town hall. But, like, because the cabins... So, if you've ever stayed at, like, a cabin or, you know, like, camping ground, there usually is, like, a general store that's relatively convenient. So, I kind of feel like if John was over here... Like, that would make sense if you're staying in a cabin here. You just follow the road to John. So, maybe that's a good idea for that. So yeah, maybe I'll put Rain over here. Because although I would want to go collect honey and maybe harvest flowers and stuff, I could see... Is that too many people on that side? These are a bunch of doggo dens. I like the idea of Irwin and Rain kind of near each other, though, too. She would make sense in this biome, too, the bushlands. I'm overthinking things. This is how we overthink things. Maybe I should move Rain down here. I'm going to go investigate this area. Do I need to do anything? I need to look at my onion situation. How many onions do I have? I have 373. Maybe... Maybe I could go sell her 173 of them. Keep 200 for myself. And then maybe we can go check out that little spot. Because I feel like I want to be able to move my bees and flowers. Because I'm going to want to make an expanded workshop area. And the bees are kind of in the way. So I kind of want to do like an apiary, greenhouse, gardening area. Why am I looking at the sign? I need to talk to you. Hi. I want to sell. Yeah. Tomorrow I gotta deposit some money. What I should do first is put some more money aside for the gacha. You know, what do you want? That's not what I want to do. I want to talk to you. Talk to Julia. I kind of want to do something to make you be a friend for me. So, tin sheet and... Okay. You know what I'm getting more out of this is a little chunk of heart from you. Thanks, Julia. Your small amount of dinks is not as valuable as your improved friendship. So, I mean, I'll take your dinks too, but... Okay, and actually, you know who else I should go talk to, because it is Sunday, is What's-Her-Butt at the airport. What's her name? Nancy. Hello? Yeah, it's a little bit too early for that, or too late for that. I want you to be my friend. Can Can I not? Do I have to wait until after? I can wait a little bit. See if I can talk to you for real after it's late. Ugh. Yes, I'm looking forward to a shortened week next week. So a 3-day work week next week. 4-day weekend. I think my kids are going over to my parents' house on like Saturday. So that'll be nice. A little break for everybody for that. Trying to think what's the week after that. I will be working 6 days the week after that. And then I will only have a 1-day weekend on August 3rd. But then I will be off. Then I will have a 4-day work week and I'll be off on August 8th and the 11th. And that's kind of the last weekend before the last weekend before school starts. Because school starts, I think, on the 18th. I think. I'll have to double check. So then I'll have 2 4-day work weeks in a row. And then it's going to be crunch time to get ready for the book sale event over Labor Day weekend. And then that's going to be what? What is that? 10, 11, 12 days of working in a row? No, that's going to be 10. Yeah. 12 days of work in a row, and then I'll get a full week off. Oh, and that'll be so nice. Oh, that week that I take off after the event, because I worked the whole weekend. There we go. I do have a mining license. Oh, a bag of cement? Will do. Simple and easy to take care of. Love to see it. So yeah, that 12 days working in a row, which honestly is, you know, I at one point in my life, I had 3 jobs and worked 7 days a week. So 0 days off every week. And that was a lot. So working 12 days in a row is a lot, but it's not as bad as it could be. So I will trade 12 days off for 9 days off in a row, you know, or 12 days on for 9 days off in a row. Hell yes. And it's September. I'm really hoping that we get to hear about like alpha release of Autonomica, because yeah, we'll stick 160 here. That's fine. It'd be great if they released it kind of early September so I can have it during that 9 days off. That would be amazing, because September is also birthday season for me. So it'd be great to have a whole week off. Kids are in school. New game comes out. Like, that would be amazing. But I kind of feel like I'm probably not going to get that, you know, because they say September, which means it could be September 30th, you know? I don't know, you know, and I won't know until, you know, they announce that kind of stuff. But a girl can dream, right? A girl can dream. Okay, so I'm getting a bag of cement. What are you doing? Trying to make it more complicated than it needs to be. Why, certainly. All right, let's go back to Nancy so we can make sure that we get a little bit of friendship boost for the people we don't see very often. I want to go look and see if any... I don't remember exactly how many days it's been since I did some more mangrove area expansion around the wishing well. And I know mangroves take a while. This is for you. Now, do they get hangout? Like, do they get friendship out of hanging out? I don't know. Because that would be nice. All right, am I going to try this late night egg hunting situation. I'm gonna try that out. Well, I should do that. I should do at least a little bit of it just to see how long it takes, how much of a pain in the ass it is, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, so the last time I did go on a mine run while I was out of town. And I did, I found emeralds because I was on the second floor. And I sold them. Because although I didn't want to use my keys, I did want to see how much... I got a decent chunk of change. I think I got like 3 of them. So instead of... Excuse me. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why I'm like, why won't she go up? Instead of crunching them down to their shards, I was like, oh yeah, I could take these and sell them. So that's what I did. Okay, what time are we looking at? We're at... Okay. I'm trying to see, like, gauge just how long it would take me. Oh, they noticed me in the sky, even. So that's not awesome. That's not awesome. Look how many of them are over here, guys. So many. All right, where can I put this down? That is helpful. That's the question. Oh no. Yep. I kind of felt like that was going to happen for sure. Now... It's been doing this lately. What the heck is up with that? It's so funny to me. Now, if I'm going to put this here. I can put that on there, right? Now, does that mean it holds more than one? I'm just going to quick and jack you. Yeah, and it doesn't do it every time. Uh-oh, I'm going to start taking damage. Here we go. Yep. I wasn't patient. Now, can I put 2 on here? Okay, let's check it out. Can I do that? Okay, I seem to be able to put 2. Alright, so where's John? John's goods. Okay. And how do we make sure that we don't accidentally stop driving and crash everything? Oh. Oh no, should go up a little bit. Okay, don't fly through the trees. Alright, I wouldn't say that it's like super awesome. Oh yeah, we can check out little mangrove area. Yeah, I think I'm going to go in further than just the ring around. I want it to be very dense in here. But things are starting to grow up. I mean, it was already mangrove around. It just wasn't mangrove. I made sure and kind of put in at least filled in that perimeter of that island. Oh, no. No. Wait, stop. Okay, we're learning how to fly a helicopter. It's fine. Can you put more than 2 on? Looks pretty full. This is the button. I feel like there were some of the birds on this chunk here. There they are. But it looks like no eggs, maybe 1 egg. Are there more over here? You know what would be wise is if I marked it on the map. So I'm going to mark it on the map. Hey, you guys. What's up? Yeah, this is where I was trying to put the path for... Nope. For, going from the center to the telepad, and it really did not. I was like, I'm going to end up tearing up a bunch of stuff that I don't want to tear up. If I land here, it does not instantaneously. Hey, what's up? Okay, I don't know if I'm able to get away with this. If I can run far enough, fast enough to get this on my... Okay. Helicopter. We'll see. Ooh. Look at all that ore I have never gotten. Are there birds up here? I don't see them. And I certainly don't hear them being mad. There's some right there. Oh, look how many are up here, though. Goodness gracious. Okay, where can I land this thing? Oh, God, no. Okay, you guys. It'd be great if there was like a way I could get back up easily, though. I think that's one of the main reasons I have never really tried to get these birds in earnest, is because it's kind of difficult to get up here. All right. So I think kind of what I want to do, and let's just experiment. Oh, well, you're going to let me just take it? I'll just take it. And I'll chuck this one up here. Okay. Can I chuck these off the side? Nope. Okay. That's good to know. Did something come out? Ah, no, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm busy. I could theoretically kill y'all. Oh, no. Shit. All right. So this is the problem. Because now my thing is up here. It would have been nice to, like, throw them off the side and then go collect them all afterwards. Need this. Actually, let's do... Because they won't follow me if it's not like stairs, right? So let's go ahead and do... Excuse me. Excuse me. Would you please? Okay. Well, I suppose we can go back to John's already, because I'm going to have to do at least a few trips, you know? What would be really ideal is to figure out how to get, to like create a path that allows me to use the ute, because I think the ute I can put more eggs on. And that way if I have a spot... no, we need to go down. Now we'll go back up to where I put that kind of super basic staircase and see how many eggs we can actually snatch. And it takes them a few days to spawn. Like tomorrow there won't be all new eggs, right? Isn't that right? Okay. In case I need to get stabby. Sup? Sorry. I could just run off the edge right there. I don't have to run all the way back here necessarily. Note to self. The other problem is that there are eggs on the other side of this kind of bridge thing. But like I could just do this. And not worry. I guess I could have just put it up on the beach. Mostly I was just winging it, so wasn't really thinking through like good strategies. It was more about... Okay. Nope. Have I just been getting lucky about where to put these on here? No. Woman? Not that one. Not that one. Stop. Nope. Excuse me. Now if I... Why is that the answer? These eggs are starting to really piss me off. All right, we are now at 12 minutes of flailing around. We've got 2, 4, 6 eggs. Okay. Still not sure if this is worth it. Maybe if I had better infrastructure, you know? Ooh, I've got a snack I should probably eat. Oh no, I'm going... Wrong button. I want A to be lift on my controller, and it's not. Or whatever the bottom button is. Are there no birds on this entire thing? Is this a bird-free zone? There are birds over there. And... hold hold on. I want to check this area out. Are there no birds up here? There are birds down on the edge, though, right? Nothing over here. There's a bird there. But so far, that seems to be the only one. How far over does this go? She could relocate the nests. That would be handy. Alright, so just the one so far. Any of you over here? Interesting. Okay. Okay, so no birds except for that one. Now, there's this line that I'm pretty sure there are birds living on. But this kind of makes me want to put rain up here. Or somebody. You know, there's birds over there. Looking ominous, but... So this is my plan for, instead of going straight up like I had planned to go to the teletower, I decided I was going to try and go like a curve and follow this water over here and then follow, there's like a ravine that ends up, I think it's this one, this section here that goes through. And just follow that until I carve like a way up here, and then we'll be at the teletower. So it's kind of a roundabout way to go. It follows the natural, you know, landscaping, which I actually really like. Since I struggle with natural things anyway. You know, kind of using the actual landscaping to inform my decisions as opposed to just, you know, carving my way through like I usually like to do. But if I put rain here, that would be interesting. Okay, are there birds in this mangrove area? Okay, how do we move again? This way. Are there birds in this mangrove area? Because they will have nests all along the water's edge. I don't want that. Okay. It's not there. Are there any across the way? And she wouldn't be terribly far from, like, the cell tower. Which is nice. You know, I really should look and see what my list says. I think I did it in a spreadsheet. That would be nice. Oh, there are birds over here, though. Not that that's a problem. It's not. So I can't really put her up here. I mean, like, unless I want to... Ooh, sorry. Oh, that's right. I have snatched your guys' eggs recently. So that answers my question. You don't necessarily have to snatch them daily. That's helpful. Okay. So the answer is no, except for this chunk over here. There really aren't any in those mangrove areas. Let's see. That egg looks like it's getting scrambled as we speak. Okay, so I looked at this mangrove area, but I need to look in this area. Okay. So that's on the opposite side of this chunk of land. That's not the same landmass. This definitely has a lot. And there's some down there, see? They'll be all in the trees, too. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing one there, one over there. One I've already snatched. Which means there's probably another bird somewhere that I'm not seeing. Such a pain in the butt. Alright. How can I snatch your egg without you attacking me? How much space do I need to land this thing? I mean, sure. Nothing? Oh no. How much of a pain is it gonna be to get it in there? I mean, can we just like... Can I... Can't... Will this work? Drive. I mean, it's there. Sure. I feel like this is probably not how it's supposed to work, but that's okay. I'll do it anyway. That makes me want to try and see if I can put another one on there. On the other side, you know? For balance. And science. I could see doing this like every once in a blue moon. But I don't think I would do this regularly. The helicopter is very slow. I don't feel like getting more of those. All right. Take her home. Where are we at time-wise? I should probably take my break now. Probably. It is fun to kind of fly over everything, though. Oh, I was gonna see about... Oh, crap. Okay. So, I do need more springs. I feel like I needed, like, 56 springs. Sure. I totally meant to put it there. How are we doing on plat pies? We've actually kind of gotten low. I mean, we still have over 100, so it's not crazy, but it's interesting. All right. Putting all the crap away. Because I have a ton of crap. All right. I do have... what was I going to say? There was a word there that I meant to say, and I don't know what it is now. All right, have I gotten this before? I mean, I don't want to put it up. But, like, I can't remember if I actually have this or not. I don't. Well, good for me. I need more of the relics is what I need. Because I think I need 50 something of these. Ooh, I need to go sell these to Franklin. Okay, so we'll do that. And 39 keys, that's pretty nice. Let's see if I can make some more sprinklers. Because I need 7 if I'm not mistaken. Have I already made some? Did I already make 7 of these? I feel like I might have. But maybe I haven't made them yet because I was like, oh, I should try and get all of the ingredients before I just make them in bulk. And I also need to remember if I need 7. What'd you do that for? Ding dong. All right. Ooh. Ooh, why is my head itchy? Okay. Because I haven't done this yet, and I keep meaning to. Oh, I should have grabbed more of the pathing. Still have pathing to fix. Alright, but we'll just do that for now. And I don't have sprinklers in here. Okay, which means I don't think I have crafted them, but I do need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 for the Vombats. So 7 total. So 35 copper bars. Don't need to do... I've got milk going. I've got wool going. I've got brews going. Okay. So the other problem with taking time off is that... I get out of the rhythm of checking on things, and then I have to make conscious effort to check them, because otherwise I won't do... I'll be like, oh yeah, I should do... XYZ stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and make 7 of these. Okay. And then I need to do 7 of these. But I need 28 old springs total for that. So I need 11 more old springs. So I need tomorrow to focus on... Oh. And where can I stick this so I will remember? Theoretically. I mean, I need the other stuff that's in there. I'm trying to decide if that's a good spot to stick them. It'll be fine. Because I'm kind of wanting to get away from the Vombats needing as much feed. But yes, I'd like to flatten all of this down. Probably the stuff in the back, but maybe not. It just depends. Because I could maybe expand the ranch area. But I definitely want to make this more... I think I'm going to put the mine thing over where I'm going to move the quarry to. But make all of this more workshop-y. You know? Maybe cut into this guy's thing. I thought about making, like, attaching him back to the Vombats because they use the same pens. Maybe I could put his pen here. Maybe. Not doing that right this second. I am doing what? Am I doing anything else before bed? I don't think so. If I am, I can't remember what the heck it is. You know what? I'm gonna have to do more grass for the wombats anyway. So, maybe I will just move you over here. It's almost like you know where your house is going. Because this is already kind of a weird shape anyway, so putting his house here is not going to be a problem. All right, good for you. And then I could do something more with this space. I could also expand their space a little bit, but I'll wait to see what I want to do about that. Yeah, that'll get me a lot more workshop-y type area. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Sleep. Take a break. Ooh. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, leg. You're fine. Yeah. Stretch. Bathroom. Drinks. Foods. If you're still here when I get back, thank you so much. If you decide to, you know, cut and run, but you enjoyed your time with me, or, you know, you want to support me in any way, you can always click the like button or follow or subscribe, depending on what platform you're hanging out with me on. And if you want to make sure that you can hang out with me again in the future. So if you're here when I get back, I will see you in a few minutes. If not, have a lovely day, nighttime. And I'm gonna go take care of my own stuff. Because, you know, I should do that. That's normal. That's responsible, right? So I try to remind my little one to eat some lunch. And he's like, well, what is it? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, can I have sippy noodles? Which is code for ramen. And I'm like, I don't know. You'll have to talk to your dad or your brother. So then I hear, hey, dad. And then my husband goes, hey, son, to the older one. Like, all right, guys, I'm leaving. But they're still, like, bickering over who's making who lunch and what it should be. Not my circus. They are my monkeys, but it is not my circus today. All right, I have one little bit of breakfast bar left. Eh. Okay, trying not to get my fingers all sticky. Alrighty. All right. What are we going to do today? We're going to go looking for relics. That's what we're doing. Main thrust of today. And making sure we sell the eggs. Visiting villagers and stuff. Franklin. Need to sell my disc. So we need to go by the bank. Trying to think. Oh. Sure. That's right. We got extra money for Cracos. Excellent. Okay. This is good. Normal stuff. You know what? Do I want to do that now? Just do it now, woman. Oh, so planting the go-go nut, for anybody who doesn't know, although I suspect a lot of people who are hanging out have probably played this game a lot more than me and are more well-informed than I am. But yeah, grows more go-go nuts. Which I was like, well, that's kind of cool that you can actually reproduce that resource, you know, yourself. But I was disappointed with the pineapple. Unless I should have let it grow longer. Maybe I should look that up. Okay, and that's you. What am I doing? Looking to see how much milk I have. I have 8 milks, which is what I should have. Their noises are so cute. Hello. Now, does them hanging out in the water keep them clean? Does the shower then become redundant for these guys? I don't know. I figure leaving the shower in here does not hurt me. But I am curious of whether or not having water for them is, you know, just as effective as having a shower, or even more so, because they seem to all want to hang out in it like every day. Wonder if I should make them a deeper pool, you know, bigger and deeper. What was the other thing? I was just thinking about whether or not going to the island, you know, flying on the airplane in different seasons made a difference. I don't know. Now, I can't remember which. There's a quadrant that I have not done scouring on the beach recently. Because I had been making my way around the perimeter. Because I usually like to do that. I like to work from, like, you know, telepad to telepad to telepad. And I think this might be the only quadrant that I have not recently gone over. So maybe I'll start there. And then I usually work on the desert after that. Okay. Bulletin board. Just the photo request that I'm not going to do. Wonderful. More money into the gacha. And apart from visiting the farm area to get more grass seeds. That's not what I want. I want this. All right. What do I need to do today as far as tasks? Collect the shells, perfect. Craft 3 items, also probably will be perfect. Buy some new clothes. That's the only thing I really have to make extra effort for beyond what I was probably going to do already. So let's go ahead and go make our run of the town. Probably start down here. Use your motorcycle, woman. That's the whole reason you left it here in the town center, so that you could actually take it around. Hello? Do I have anything lying in wait? Ooh, what is that for? That's for something. Do I have this already? I think I do. Yeah. Something with a flame sack. Yes, teach that to me. Okay. I have some discs for you. Yep. Okay. Okay. Can you make me something? What is it that I was going to try and make? Was it another... It's not this yet, because I still don't... I'm still not doing okay with Burconium. Was it a quarry? No. It was the hot air balloon, wasn't it? I needed 700,000, which I have now. Well, alrighty then. Let's do that then. No, I want to see what I want to make after that. I'd love to make some of this other stuff, but I just don't have enough Burconium. Theoretically, I could make some Burconium. Like 2 units of the ore. The bar. Whatever it is. But I haven't gotten like a reliable source yet. I have 7 just ore. And I was kind of holding out to make a second one of these, but also there's like, should I just use the, 5 of what I have right now to make a couple of bars so that I could maybe do this, the improved table saw? I mean, the auto sorter would be amazing, but I need 5 for that. A plain 5 bars for that. Not really interested in the things that make grass stop growing. Not really interested in that. Maybe I should just go ahead and get another quarry going on. I'm probably gonna want a bunch of them, So maybe I'll go ahead and track you so I can stash the parts for that, and then we'll commission this. Yep. 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 Okay. It's fine with me. You're working on what I asked you to work on, so I'm not gonna complain about that. Let's go visit Melvin. Bright tiles. Why do I feel like I have gotten that? But I'll take it anyway. Can always resell it. Have I gotten the white brick? Take it anyway. I feel like I've gotten the rattan lamp. The wooden chair. Stylish table. Alright. Wooden chair. I do not have that. Rattan lamp. I have. And stylish table. None of these seem to be tables. Alright, I guess we'll have to look at the big list. Stylish table. I've already gotten that before, but I do want this. That looks like a good decorating chair, like outside decorating. Like, especially for the cabin rentals. You feel like that would be good for that. Do I need to visit you guys? I don't think so. I do need to visit John. I do need to visit Clover. Let's cut across and do that. Don't mind if I do. We'll visit Sheila to see what she's buying today. Ninja boots. Police boots. Pirate pants. Spec. Do I have Spec's shirt already? Because that was somebody, I hung out in somebody's Dinkathon stream and they were looking for their shirt. Who was it? Kaz something? Hadn't hung out in his streams before, but apparently he'd been looking for his shirt and got it on the Dinkathon day, which I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So good for him, you know? It sounds like they've been looking for ages for it, so it's kind of, I don't know, fitting to get it on the day, you know? Let's get some police boots. I feel like, you know what? No thanks. I don't need to. I'm not getting something for someone else. I am getting something for... How much are these mannequins again? Yeah, I'll take it. My clothes situation is getting out of hand again. So I'll set up another mannequin in my house. Ooh, what's this? Is that regular milk? Jelly brew. Nope, you can't have that. All right. I know I don't have enough of that to feel comfortable selling it to you. It'd be amazing to make a lot of money off of it, but I just don't have... I know I don't have enough to just sell it willy-nilly. All right. Let's see, I have 203,508. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Egg thief. I mean that's nice. Nice. That was a heavy one. Good for me. Well, it'll give me over 100,000. Ooh, that was heavy too. Nice. You know, I suppose if you got yourself into a rhythm where, like, every day you went and grabbed 2 eggs and then you just got yourself on a cycle, it wouldn't be quite as time-consuming to go. I tend to want to do things in bulk. Eh, it's fine. Okay. Alright, so yes, I got about 150K. Which, you know, that's not too shabby. Alright, let's deposit some money because I'm broke again. So broke again. I've spent so much money recently. I don't remember how much. Was it like 3 million for the helicopter? It was something really high for the... Would you? Excuse me. Which is fine, you know. It's fine. It's just... And it's like, oh crap. I hope nothing cool comes up that I need to spend a bunch of money on. Oh, I got some breakfast bar stuck in my tooth. Because it's full of grains. Alright. So we'll go drop this stuff off. Yep. No. Okay, so what does that look like? Fine. Alright, and then we're gonna put this... Put that there, and then we'll see what kind of outfit situation we've got going on. Because, yeah, look. Oh, it's spilling over into a bunch of other places. I feel like those could go back in... Hold on. There's room in here, right? Yeah. Why are you over here? Why are you guys in here, then? Okay, I want this. And then we'll put this away. Yeah. Okay. Now, clothes in here? No. Clothes in here? Yes. What clothes do I want to put on you? pilot hat, pink holiday hat, pink singlet. What else do we got going on? Pirate hat. What is this? Green Victorian dress. Black boat shoes. Business shoes. Pink comfy shoes. How many of these do I have? I have jersey. And ginger. I kind of want to put those in the same box, you know? Brown apron dress. Okay. Red comfy shoes. I need something to go with my Victorian. Wait. Okay. Brown sandals. What are these? We're going to do a pirate hat. Black boots. Black boots. We'll go with that. Okay. So let's put business pants and the pink singlet in there. And then I kind of feel like I should do a better job of organizing my crap. But here I am. Probably not going to do that. Okay. Okay. Oh, I was going to put the obvious shirts that were from people that, you know, content creators together. I feel like that makes sense to put those together. Okay, a pirate hat and some sunglasses and a dress and these boots. Yeah. That works for me. Good enough. Anyway. Oh, and then I have extra clothes down here. Okay. I'm gonna go put this chair away. And then we're gonna put this, I want these flowers out. There we go. Cute. Alrighty. Now that we've done that stuff, do I have more tasks? Collecting shells and crafting items. Those are for later. We're doing, getting stuff together for a quarry. Oh, I need old gears for that too. Well, no, old gear, not old spring. Okay, good, good, good. Iron bar, which I should have plenty of. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll go get the rest of the stuff. And then I will drop that off at Franklin's so that it's ready to go when I have the money. Which it's only 70K, right? For it. So that shouldn't be terribly difficult. I should already have that. If I get trapping done today, that will also help with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bright wire. 2. Button board. 3 button boards, 3 old toys. I do like doing this, kind of setting myself up for the next thing I want for Franklin. So if I'm waiting on something in particular, I've already set aside other stuff. I'll get those barrels after I go drop this off at Franklin's. So if I'm waiting on money or waiting on more stuff, then I know I've already set aside everything else. And then once I get that last component, it also helps to remember what the heck I was thinking of if I take enough time away from Franklin, you know? Because that's also a thing where it might take a while, especially if I'm trying to make money. So, go drop this stuff off in here. And then I don't shoot myself in the foot by trying to do other things in the meantime and then use up materials that were meant for a certain thing from Franklin. Anyway. Alrighty. Feel like I'm over-explaining things again, like I like to do. Is there anything in this box? See, I have BS boxes everywhere and then I don't use them. Alright. Do I have what I need to go do that? I'm gonna have to repair stuff soon. Alright, I think I just need to go down and start winding my way around. You know, I've never really explored down here. Should I take my jet ski? You know what else I haven't done? I haven't continued to look for pearls. And I feel like if I'm going to start wanting to make waterfall things, that I'm going to need pearls. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do a little exploring on the jet ski today. In addition to looking for stuff to dig up. Like, I doubt I have spent much time on this little chunk of land. Maybe it would have been smart to bring a fishing rod, but here we are not doing that, so. Not doing it! It sounds good, but that would involve backtracking and meh. Alright, are there more chunks of land out here? See, I kind of went down this line, but I was doing it late at night. So, let's... Ooh, it's raining. And I didn't check the weather station. I didn't get a single meteor shower the entire last fall or winter. I might have to open up my drink, my backup beverage in a bit. Although I will say, and I have seen this in advice videos, I've only watched like a couple, maybe 3 or 4, but I will say I've probably registered a couple of them. Sometimes I put that stuff on at work and I'm doing other stuff and it just kind of goes in one ear and out the other. So, but like looking for this late at night really helps you see the sparkle. And I'm sure that that is very, very true. The rain is also making it a little tricky because I keep seeing droplets on the water and I'm like, oh, no. And then I start ignoring things because I'm like, oh, that must be just more drops of water. So if I'm missing anything, you are more than welcome to say, hey. Now, whether or not I catch it in time to actually make it a difference. That's a whole nother subject. It does seem to be pretty empty over here as far as pearls, though. That's okay. Because running around the beaches and digging up stuff doesn't take as much energy. But I will say, it is a little nerve-wracking doing the pearl searching late at night, because then you have to jump off and collect it. Alright. I have to pause for a second so I can... How do I do it? Pause. Alright. Monster time. That's something else I want to work on is, I'm trying to clear out this little garden plot. And, I haven't been able to work on it over the last few weeks for whatever reason. Whether or not it was I was not motivated, or I didn't have enough time, or had other stuff I had to do, or whatever. But there are things that are trying to grow back in it, and I really need to pull those out. And then there's another part of me that's like, heat index. Heat index of like 110. No thanks. Especially with how humid it's been. It's been terrible. Okay. Sparkles? Sparkles. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing, sir. Oh. Go in the drop-off? What are you, insane? Sorry, I just recently watched Finding Nemo with my youngest. Oh. I need to go a little bit further. So yes, the things like the gaps of knowledge I'm still missing are hot, 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 ooh, and like the third level of the mine, and Berconium. So I do have a tip on what to look for next as far as like progression to access certain stuff. Why won't you get up there? I'm trying to jump and she won't jump, and then I'm trying to drive and she won't drive. There we go. So, whoa, what is that? That is a big fish. So this is why I should have gotten my fishing rod. But I need to collect a bunch of keys. Another reason to look for relics, right? And then I need to apparently look for some kind of shark statue, some kind of temple, something. So, I wonder if I mean, helicopter would not be ideal for gathering the pearls, but I wonder if it'd be an easy way to spot them. Jet ski's just so much faster, you know? Close enough. I also need to take my older son shopping for some shorts. Nope. There we go. So I think we're going to do that next Thursday. Either in between appointments or before or after, something like that. We might hit some thrift shops and see if we can get lucky. Is that... Did I see a sparkle? Nope. But I told him, I'm like, we are looking for clothes. We are not looking for stuff. So hopefully we can stick to that. Although Thursday, one of our thrift shops that's really close to us runs their best sale. Now that probably means the choices are limited. But it is like the day they run their 75% off sale. So I'm hoping to get lucky. If we get up early enough, I might try and convince him to... Ooh, is this another chunk of land? Yep. That I have not probably been on. What do I have going on my... Ooh, no. I need to go put those cages somewhere. Oh, very nice. But I might see if he'll get up early on that Thursday so that we can do it before, because it's close enough to where our appointment is that we might be able to go shopping and then hit the appointment. And maybe if we get there first thing in the morning, we might be even more inclined to get lucky on the 75% off. He needs shorts, is what he needs, because he's finally outgrown some of the ones he had been hanging on to. And, but I told my husband, I'm like, unless we find really good pants at a really good deal, I'm probably going to wait to buy him more pants, because the weather's not going to be cool enough, and he is definitely at that age where if I buy him pants now and then he needs them in October, he could easily outgrow them between now and October. Once I get to the other telepad, I might go drop off cages, because I do have a box over there that I could use for that, you know? Yeah. Well, I've gotten a few. Considering how much ground I have covered, it's not been, you know, like percentage-wise huge, but I don't, I mean, kind of expect the pearls to be a little bit more rare and hard to get. So I don't feel like that's too bad. Sure, there's ones I'm missing, not being like 100% thorough or nothing, but trying. Anyway. I mean, and pearl diving was not like the main thrust of this day. Honestly, I haven't done as much of the main thrust of this day, which was supposed to be relic hunting, but that'll happen probably after I get to where that telepad is. And get to the other side of it, you know? Alright, maybe we'll go up around this. And see if there's anything hiding in here. Not really. That's alright. Okay. How close do I want to get to the edge? Hop, hop, hop. Right. And I'm not too fussed if I'm still doing this at night. The hardest part is making sure you don't get chomped by crocodiles. Not crocodiles. Sharks. There we go. I was like, there's an animal name that I am looking for. But like this isn't too bad. Ooh. Ha 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 ha. I didn't even see him. But I was faster than you. Or lucky. Or both. I mean, it could be a bit of both, right? Whoop. Hop. Alright. Yep, because now we're in late. But that's okay. We'll be okay. One of the benefits to engaging in risky behavior is knowing that you can push your limits a little bit. And that you've already had the practice of dealing with your risky behavior. Nice. Ooh, an old spring. Fantastic. That's one of the things on my checklist. Make it worth the trip, you know? Alright, how far up do I want to go? I'm getting pretty close to the telepad, so that's good. Alright, a couple more passes and then we should be able to stop at the telepad and drop off the cages. I may or may not do a trapping run today. We'll just see how it goes, how far we've come, how much time we spent, how much time I have left in the stream. Because if I can justify another day, it might be worth it just to sleep and then trap tomorrow if I have time. Okay. I don't know if I went as wide as I would have liked, but we're kind of committed now. This is about where I wanted to be. I knew there was like that little like inlet kind of chunk of water right there. All right. Doing. Oh yeah, but I saw you. Yeah, I learned before though that if I want to mark it on my map and I don't want to tag my jet ski, I kind of got to park like away from it. So I point my, I make sure my nose is pointed at it, and then I try and be back far enough so where when I mark it, it's about where it needs to be, and then I can use the front of the boat as a gauge. And it should be good enough, you know, like if I want to go back, it should be good enough. But the first couple times I did it, I was really annoyed because I was like, I'm just keep tagging my boat instead of trying to mark where this pearl is. And that's just annoying. We don't need to do that. Is that a pearl or is that a jellyfish? Or is it a rock? It's a rock. Okay. We starting to get some of these weird little chunks of land? I think so. Good, good, good. I like that there's a random like fir tree growing on this little desert or like beach island, you know? Like, what are you doing over here, sir? Living your best life? Living your best beach life? I'll wait to deal with that because apparently I bottomed out my stamina. Who's surprised? No. Yeah, there's like 4 squares. You live your best beach dreams. Old Spring. Huzzah! Man, this next month and a half is gonna pass so quick, though. I got so much to do, which is good. Ooh. Okay. Gonna get you off of this beach, please. Get off the beach. And... Alright. Preparing for this event. But we've got some new marketing strategies happening. And so I'm really excited. We already have interest. And that's amazing. So... I had originally thought that we were going to make more of a to-do about it being our 5th annual event. And that didn't really happen. Just a lot of things changing and a lot of timelines moving around. A lot of different expectations on who I need to request what from who and when. And so it was fine. It was like, okay, it doesn't have to be this big to do. But the fact that the new strategies are actually starting to make a difference already is nice. I'm gonna park down here. And then and we're still a month and a half and away. You know, like I haven't even started doing like, what I'll do is we'll print out some sort of flyer. Last year, nope. Last year we made a bookmark and I took it around to some businesses, some other libraries, you know, some community partner places. You know, we're an art library, so, you know, other art institutes, you know, art related places around town. So I haven't even started doing that stuff yet. So the fact that we've already got hype going on is like, ooh. But it's going to be a lot going on over this next month and a half. And I'm ready for it. Like, I prefer to be doing things. So getting to the part of the doing is a relief. But that means it's going to be, you know, a lot happening at once. And that's fine. I got other stuff I got to do too. I can't just focus on this one thing. So it's like, all right. Hopefully physically I'll hold up to it, you know, because that's the other thing is like, I have to be able to pace myself when I feel like crap, but like sometimes think life just keeps coming. And so you have to figure out how to balance what you physically, emotionally, mentally need with the reality of how things are going. You know, like it's not just about me, which is one of the reasons that it's so important to try to give yourself the time you need to rest, and rest when you actually need to rest, as opposed to either pushing through it, which sometimes we have to do, or getting mad that you're having to rest at all, resulting in less restful rest. How many times can I say the word rest? So we'll see over this next month and a half how it plays out. But man, that break in September, oh, by the time I get there, I will need it. That is a faux show. Oh, I forgot. I need to make sure I'm running along the beaches. I think I had stopped there, so I really should be picking it up here. So I'm going to put this here, because that's about where I stopped. And now I'm going to... How long am I going to run this beach? Ooh, this beach goes a long way, doesn't it? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go down to kind of that tip. And then we'll come back, we'll grab our thing, and we'll run the ocean a little bit. And then we'll stop again once we get to that tip. And this is how we pull double duty. trying to comb the beaches and the ocean at the same time. Is this it? That's it. My shoulders are a little chilly. I'm busy, sir. I don't have time for you. I wonder how many springs I've gotten. What did I need before? 11? I think it was... no, I'm busy. I needed 11. Nope, none of those are the buttons. 5. So that's not too shabby. I haven't really even done a ton of combing the beaches. So the fact that I already have almost half is awesome. It's a shark. Okay. Whee! Mm-hmm. Is that a pearl? Nope, bubbles. Okay. Probably another couple Like a down and an up, and then we'll be right about where I need to be to stop and Como Beach again. Oh, and then there's going to be a little chunk of land to hit on the way back. Excellent. Water droplets. So don't do this in the rain if you can help it. It's very distracting trying to find sparkles in the water and trusting that, you know, if you assume they're water droplets, they probably are water droplets and not missing pearls, although it's always possible that you're missing them. It's okay. What the? What the? Excuse me? Excuse me? What is happening here? What is... What is happening here? Am I underwater? Ah! What the... What the heck is happening? What is happening? Shit. Can I drive? Why are we stuck? Can I drink a... I can't drink in the water. I can't even get up. Like... I don't know how to recover my, I don't know how to recover my jet ski now. Because I thought, well, if I could destroy it, that would be fine. But it sank. And I can't spear it underwater. Okay, well, don't do that. My advice to you, don't do that. Okay, well, now I have a hot air balloon. But also, my jet ski is out in the middle of frickin' nowhere. I hope I can get it back. I'm gonna be pretty mad if I can't get my jet ski. I can take a boat out there. At least it shows up on the map. You know? But like, what the hell glitch was that? Note to self, if it looks like it's a glitch in the water, don't jump out and investigate. Okay, what is on my person that's now damaged? I'm gonna put this on the charger. How's my shovel situation? Not great. So I really need to repair that. I can swap this out. Cloth. Pearl. I got 8 pearls. I don't know if that's worth the price of a jet ski. It'd be nice if it was one of those things where because it's glitched, it will fix itself because it's the next day, maybe, or maybe the next time I load the game. I don't even care right now. I'm really annoyed. Sell 4 crops, harvest 9 crops, chat with 2 residents. Okay, those are fairly easy things to do. That hot air balloon looks like it's an icon, like a vehicle icon, as opposed to like a, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm irritated. Okay. Are there crops to harvest? Did we actually get some peas yet? Yes. Or green beans, that's what it was. I'm assuming I can't use the tractor to harvest these. Okay, we're doing okay time-wise. I actually didn't check the time because I was expecting to have to assess while still alive. The jet ski was one of the first things I got. So theoretically, it should not be ridiculously expensive, you know? It shouldn't be crazy to have to get a second one. But I shouldn't have to do it, so I'm mad about that. Maybe we'll get out there and it'll be fine. And although I've got other stuff I should do, I want to go see how, like, maybe if I need to, I can ask Franklin to build another one. Before we get too far in this day. Okay, it did go ahead and put it in there. So that's good. That's good. Because I'm going to want lily pads. All right. Nope, I'm not looking at anything else. I'm going to go put this hot air balloon down near the airport. Did I accidentally take the dinks? I put them in the other box. I was like, I could have sworn I put dinks in there for that specifically. All right. Nope. All right. And talk to a couple people while we're over here. What else do I need to do? Sell? Is it 4? Sell 4. I'm assuming it's crops like things that I have planted and grown myself and not fruits that come from trees. Tomatoes look to be the most. No. Green beans. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do normal stuff. Do not hyper focus on your boat. Yeah, see, it's got the same color background as the boat. Like it's a vehicle I drive. I can't imagine it being fast enough to be satisfying for me, though. You know what I mean? Like, if the helicopter wasn't fast enough, I can't imagine the hot air balloon's going to be. I should have talked to John. I was in there. He was in there. Cactus fruits. Do I have a bunch of cactus fruits again? No. Or cactus figs. But, no. Stop. I want to talk to you. I'm not interested in this conversation. I was told I had to talk to somebody. You need help. Go talk to somebody. That's how it feels right now. Let's chat. Fantastic. 6,000 points. It's also fantastic. We're going to focus on some good stuff. I'm going to go drop off the hot air balloon. And then I'm going to go see about my jet ski. I wonder if I could do something like say it's still stuck underwater. I wonder if I could do something where I lure a shark over and attack it. Could I use this for eggs? I feel like I could put a ton of eggs in here. The view is fantastic. I'm not doing this all the way over there, though. Still pretty slow. Not surprising. I would have been surprised if it was fast, you know? Oh. That's cool, but also nerve-wracking that you can just stop driving it. Just let it fall down. Okay. Here we go. Gotta figure this out. See what happened. Because it didn't break it. It just put it under the water. Which is also not right. Like, it shouldn't behave that way. At all. Well, and part of the reason I investigated was just because I don't think... I mean, maybe it is where whatever that underwater temple thingy is that I'm going to eventually look for. But because I don't have the stuff to actually do that yet, maybe that's why it's looking weird. But you would think that if it was something that was actually built into the game, that it wouldn't result in that level of, you know, like glitch, I guess. Like, it shouldn't suck in your jet ski and screw you over like that if it was actually meant to be. So, anyway, I'm going to try and get to the closest point I can run to and then stick my boat in the water. And then we'll see if I can go get my jet ski. Oh, but the thought I was having earlier is like, could I find a shark, lure it, and have it destroy it? Because if I can get it destroyed, I could pick it up. But that would require drinking... probably a stamina brew and a health brew. Yeah, see, this just isn't... I love the jet ski. Like, I will recraft it if I have to. And I'm gonna put, like, a big death. There's something horrible happening in the ocean over here. There's... okay. And now it doesn't look all glitchy. But it shouldn't be like that, you know? And I can't break it myself. I can still drive it. That's what's crazy. And I can't jump. Nope. Is there a shark close enough? Because that's what I really need to have happen. I need it to get destroyed so that I can pick it up. Or, could I Because it's acting like I'm driving it on the ground. Could I? I can't drive it uphill. I was kind of hoping I could get it to go up, you know? Because if I could maybe stair step it up to have it be back on top of the water, that would be awesome. Not a jellyfish. How are there no sharks anywhere nearby? Oh, hello. Guess what? I have a job for you, friend. Oh no, I keep putting the wrong button, wrong button. Okay. How hard is this gonna be? Can you flip around? This is so risky. Oh my god, why did she go under? Why did she go under? All right. Okay. She's sitting. Shouldn't that make it go faster? He's getting farther away than I'd like him to get. I realize I'm not talking, but, you know, this is not... This is stressful. Because I'm going to have him charge at me. You know? Don't get too far, man. You know, and then they hang out in rivers. Like, that's normal. But I can't get him to hang out closer to me in the ocean. Oh, God, I'm so close to you. I don't like it at all. Stop swimming away, you dick! Man. If I had more health, I'd be more risky. I'm trying to wait for my health to build up a little bit. Look how far we got away, too. Oh, shit. Oh, God. This is where another one's just wandering somewhere. And I'm not looking at it. And I'm going to get bit in the ass. Come on, man. Oh, you dick. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Come on. Oh, come on, man. Oh. Frickin' run. That's fine. Woo! That was tough. All right, we got it, though, and that's all right. All right, let's get back to some fucking land, for goodness sakes. Okay, back up there. Ha. Okay, don't investigate random crap. Random glitchy spots in the ocean. Pro tip. Or maybe I'm the only dumbass going, what's that? I don't understand. I didn't think the jet ski would go underwater, though. Like, for real? This is why we need to be able to, like, have underwater weapons. Alright. Well, I'm glad I was able to do that. It was a pain in the ass, but totally worth it. Okay. Alright, now where the hell was I? What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I was trying to find pearls and relics. See, that's how it was driving. It was driving like I was on land. Alright. Glad I had all that bottle brush brew, though, I tell you what. Fish. Not pearls. Oh, so last night... So, for anybody that was into the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series, back when it originally came out, they had released Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Now, they did, like, select levels. They didn't do all of them. And it wasn't a full, like, re-release, remaster of the entire game. And my husband and I had played the first 2 Tony Hawk's games. And they had incorporated a little bit of the mechanics that they added later. But I didn't play very much of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. I did play the crap out of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Like, would run a day-long server where people would drop in and out all day. That was back in the day where I only had a part-time job and, like, all the time in the world. Anyway, but people would, you know, go to work, come home, go to school, whatever, and they would drop in and out of the server all day. We just played, you know, I would just run the server all day. So I played that game a lot. So they recently re-released Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Again, not all of the games that didn't re-release, but they've, you know, updated the graphics and all of that, but it has all the mechanics that I grew to love in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. So it's on Game Pass right now, so my kids and I booted it up last night. And my older kid was just like, I'm just gonna play it. Like, without really knowing what to do. And I'm just like, alright, well, you want any information about, like, because it took a while to get used to the mechanics of the game when the first one came out. But once you get used to it, then, of course, that's practice, right? Look at this! Look at this glitchy ass shit out here. Like, I don't even know if I want to go in between them. I'm wondering if, like, this is where the temple will eventually be. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mark this as an X, I guess. Because I'm not sure if this is something, like, if this will change. Okay, I risked it. I went between them. But look at that. Anyway. Don't actually get out and investigate it, though. But yeah, we booted it up, and then I was like, you can play the tutorial or whatever, and we were trying to entice the little one to play, because he was like, I don't know how to play it, I don't want to play it. And it's like, buddy, there's a tutorial, you can just, you know, figure things out. And then by the time he was done playing last night, he was all about it. I'm busy. Don't touch me. I'm busy. Don't touch me. So yeah, I looked at my husband like, hee. We might be able to actually do this, like, all hang out and play Tony Hawk's together. Wouldn't that be fun? Alright, I'm going to stop here so I can run the beach. And I'll probably run it up here to the tip and then come back. And then do this little thing. I could even see crossing over and doing that. All right. But yes. I am so out of practice for it, though. I used to play that game so much. I mean, some of it's still, it's almost like riding a bike. It's just, you know, you're not going to be entering any races. You're going to remember how to do things, but you're going to be sloppy and not very good at them. Because I don't even remember when that was. That was, my, you know, when I was playing Tony Hawk's 4 a lot, we were still living in an apartment. So that must have been before we were married. Because not long after we were married, we ended up renting our first house. So before 2004? When did Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 come out? I don't remember. Crazy. So yeah, it's been a bit. Oh, my oldest was trying to convince me that he had seen me play it before, and I'm like, no, you didn't. I'm thinking what he's remembering is seeing me play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Because I have played a little bit of that. Alright, I am going to cross. And take care of this chunk of beach. Getting pretty close to the end of this shovel, though. I wish you could hold down your button to pick up these things. Because there's a lot of them. I'm gonna have more shiny discs to sell to Franklin. Oh, no. No. See, we don't need to waste shovel power. Alright, or shovel durability. I guess it's not really power. I wonder how many of these shells I have now, because I've actually been collecting them and not doing anything with them. I was using them for fertilizer for a bit, just because I had a lot, and I was like, well... They're useful for, like, friendship things. I'll be like, hey, can you bring me this many shells? And that's fine. Oh, no! God dang it, woman, stop digging the wrong spot. But since I have enough poo now to keep making fertilizer, I'm not too fussed about using the shells up for fertilizer. I don't know why I did that. Autopilot. Probably won't have enough shovel to go around to the other telepad, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, but I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to go back down this way and get my jet ski and then look through this water area. Before hitting the other side. Okay. Well, as much as that was upsetting, net result is I got back my jet ski, which was honestly the most important thing to me. Having to not rebuild it or recommission it or whatever. Now, let me look through this little bay a little bit. While we're up here, I kind of also want to look at... Was it this little area here that I was originally looking at for rain? I think it was. Like, I'm almost thinking Irwin should go over here. Because all these beds are doggo dens. And that might be fun to have him be over there. you know? Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking the hot air balloon was going to be something else. Do I want to look up there? I don't care enough. Alright. It's going to be time to repair stuff again soon. Who's mad at me? I'm busy. I know you're all hyped, but like, oh, can you guys start a fight? Perfect. Because I'm busy. Oh. And then I will capitalize on all of your fighting. Did he just materialize? What'd you do? Oh, there's a couple of you. Well, I'm busy. How far would I want to run that? So that's a raised area. Is there a way to get over there? Like up there? So Misty's putting her people in the, like, raising her entire village up into the sky. I was like, oh my god. That's ambitious. I mean, I'm really curious to see how it turns out, you know? Just because it's so ambitious. But it's going to take a lot of work, you know? Because that's a lot of dirt to lift. And people to move, you know? And animals and all of that. So I'm interested. That's something I don't think... I mean, I can't remember if she said she was in creative mode or not. Maybe. Alright, is this another... This looks like it should be a den of some sort, like a devil den. This is not a big area. This would be cute for, like, the Tucker box, maybe. You know? So maybe that's what I'll save this little area for. Because it feels like it should be something, you know? This is connected. Is that a doggo den? Yeah. Alright. Well, let's mark it. I won't be able to save all the doggo dens. Eventually, you know, if I stick with decorating, stick with... Oh, God. Okay, y'all, but I kind of want to just mark this. Can you hit me here? Yes. Okay. Well, I don't need to actually hang out and let you kick my ass while I hang out. Okay, y'all. Oh, good. That was a good plan. Oh my god. All right, hold on. Hold the phone. It was this, right? Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is calling for something, but it's funny how big it can look on the map. But then when you actually get over here, it's like, well, it's not really that big. So... yeah. Alright. Is this where I want to go down? Kind of want to go over just a little bit further. and then go down. That's raised up. How am I supposed to get up there? Hopefully I won't discover any more glitchy water areas. That'd be great. Okay. We're actually making pretty good time. I just hit the 3 hours for stream. And I will probably wrap it after this day, even though I would love to just be here for hours and hours and hours, you know? Like, I got stuff to do. Responsible, adult type things to do. Not just for other people either, for me too, you know? Like, I need clothes. I also need to record some audio for my videos that I recorded, the video parts that I recorded yesterday. So I gotta record the audio today. And that's fine, you know? Honestly, I may have finally cracked the seal on how to get myself ahead on the videos that I can actually get ahead on. Or on the content that I can get ahead on. Which has been on my figure it out list for a while now. Oh, no, 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 no. I can't dig up any more stuff. Well, then I might as well just stop doing that right now. And that's fine. So I'm curious to see, you know, anytime I think I figure out a new piece of the content creation stuff, where I'm like, oh, either this has gotten easier for me now, maybe I can start figuring out the next piece. Anytime it goes from like past that I'm aware of it to maybe I can start incorporating that little phase in there, it's always kind of a mystery on how it's actually going to play out when I put it into the works. Okay, I haven't passed it. Because ideas are great, you know, they'll get you started, they'll make you, you know, dream about things, but the actual reality of putting things into motion can be so wildly different. It could be exactly how you imagine it, or it could be wildly different than you imagine it. So, since it's actually a thought right now, not a thought, I've kind of already got the first component of how to work on the next step of, you know, my giant to-do list for figuring out how to manage my own bullshit. My own for fun bullshit, I guess. You know, the next week to month will inform me about how it's actually playing out, you know? And it's in conjunction with one of the busiest times at work. So that's always a good plan. And home, because we're getting ready to start school stuff. So good for me for having it all happen at the same time. I'm sure I totally would have planned that out better if I had thought to plan it out. But I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to trust that there's a reason that things seem to be falling into place, even though theoretically it will be more work. Because it usually doesn't fail me if I just trust it, you know? Like, if I'm like, this is going to be adding a lot to your plate. And I'll be like, yeah, but it feels right. And sometimes when it feels right, you just got to trust it. Because sometimes it really is just the right time. So, anyway. All right. I've put everything away. I'm going to put my boats back in the water. Do I want to go ahead and trap? Probably. All right. Yay, the jet ski is home. Frickin' fantastic. I guess I should deal with my animals because I really didn't do that this morning because I was so upset about my jet ski. I might as well take care of this. I could go get grass seeds. Oh yeah, I was gonna try and craft. How many? I didn't even look, did I? Oh, that's really... Doesn't matter. Stop it. I was like, that's not where the poop lives in that box. Doesn't matter. It's fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about picking up the poop. It's fine. If it's not easy to pick up, don't worry about it. Oh, so I'm not sure if I got it suggested to me because I have looked up stuff about wombats in this game, but I got like a little suggested article about wombats having cube-shaped poops, and I was like, oh. I bet it's because I've looked up stuff about wombats for this game that it fed me that article, but I was just like, that's kind of funny. Because they do. They have cube-shaped poops in this game. It is nice just being able to do this while they're all contained, you know? And that wasn't terrible, picking them all up. That's not bad. Do I want to move this? I kind of want to move this. All right. Did I not get all the milks? What? Excuse me? Let's deal with that stuff here in a second. Not right this second. Okay. Who needs to be milked? Pet. Pet. Is someone dirty? Maybe someone's dirty. Milk. Oops. How much time do I think I'm going to take? Do I think I'm going to take 16 minutes? Probably. Well, let's just do it then. Instead of hemming and hawing, let's just do it. Try and use up the rest of this battery on the flattening thing. Oh, I haven't lowered the back rail yet for them. Guess I'll have to do that too. Kind of want to go put the milk and stuff away though. Alright. I don't think I have enough grass to plant all of that. To like fill their space. But that's okay. I might have some significant seeds out of this up here. Anyway. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Milk. And wool. Okay. And I have 190 seeds right now. Not bad. Bucket. Scissors. That's not what they are. Shears. There we go. Did I already put stuff away? Probably. Nope. Okay, how much more ground can I flatten? Well, I'm not gonna... In an ideal world... Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to deal with this real quick. Oh, good. Do that. How much of their fence could I get lowered? Could I get enough of their fence lowered to make it worth doing this right now? My tool's almost done. Oh, that's right. I'm expanding. I forgot. I forgot. By one. Oh. Oh. Good job. Blow your stamina out. That's fantastic. Come on now. All right. How much can I do with this before my tool gives out? Because in an ideal world, I'd do both of these. Oh, oh! Okay. Oh, man, look how close I am, though. That sucks! Ugh. I'd rather risk the shovel than risk the compactor. Can I do one more? Woo! I was not sure. Wait. I'm gonna need one more piece of fence. Although I could probably just leave it like that, right? One more piece of fence would make me feel better. I don't know if I actually need it, but it would make me feel better. All right. Whew, I pushed it. I pushed it. I pushed it. All right. That was scary. Because I stopped checking it every time I did a chunk. And then when I looked down and saw that it was like almost, it was running out, I was like, oh no. Okay. So then the next thing I need to do is look and see about my sprinklers. Now that I've dealt with my animals. I need to put the shovel away too, because I'm going to end up breaking it if I'm not careful. So let's put the shovel away. Not that those aren't easily to replace, but I don't need to waste some money on it. We also need to give them their food and silo back. I'm gonna do it here. Okay. And it will eventually go over there. There. Good enough. All right. Food. If I can make them... What is it? Their sprinkler. I will put a sprinkler down, and then we will start transitioning away of having to feed them with the silo. Although there is part of me that's like, maybe you should just keep the silo going, just in case. Because they favor the grass, right? So if the grass is available, then they should eat the grass. And that way, they will end up using less food. Anyway. It's honey away. Sprinklers. That's what's next. How many cactus fruit did I have? Oh, I had enough. I should have sold them to what's her butt. But I was busy. Anyway. We are going to go to where the sprinkler lives. Oh, I needed 28 and I have 29. Amazing. I only got one key all day, though. Hot cylinder. And and sprinklers and old gears and some iron bars. What, 35 of them? I should have enough, right? Okay. This should fill out my farm. So that's awesome. Fantastic. I love that bulk crafting stuff so much. Oh my god. As much as I love Dreamlight Valley, their bulk crafting is not. It's weak. Alright, we'll do Vombat Poo. Because now we have... I started doing the plat pies just because I'd gotten so much more plat pies in my storage than the Vombats. So I switched it up for a while. Okay. So one of these... Oh, I need seeds. One of these should go in there. And I'm not really fussed about it. I just want to make sure I've got at least my 5x5, but other than that, I'm not really fussed about how pretty this looks. Oh, you know what I do need to be fussed with, though? Does my water tank actually hit it? Because that will be the deciding factor. For sure. Where the heck is my measuring tape? Okay, it's not in there. It's in here. Okay, good. Okay. Alright, so probably here is fine. There. Will this tell me how big that is? No. That's fine. Alright, now I'm gonna go put these down. I'm gonna take seeds for all of the stuff that I wanna... Oh. I did not see y'all wiggling at all. Alright, I'm gonna take seeds. I should plant some of those river reed seeds over near where the wishing well is. Okay, can I actually finish this walkway yet? No, and I ran my shovel out, so I can't come clear the last few little bits. That's alright. It's almost there. What, 3 more to go? It's fine. Alright, so now... do that. Do that. That. Huzzah! Look at us go. Okay. And then that one is the fur. The boots with the fur. And now I have that in my head. Crap. Can I put this down on top of these? No. Okay. Okay. Fur. Alright, and once the rest of these old farm plot things go away, I can finish planting these out. Alright, at least until we start growing crops here, we might as well do something with these sprinklers. You know? In that in-between period. This way it'll just give me plenty of resources, you know? I wish we could tractor this. Because that would be super helpful. But I tried, it won't. It'd be nice if, like, the Harvest-O-Matic thingy did it, you know? But I won't know until I can get one of those. I know I got stuff I gotta do this next week. Like, it's not just all free time. But it is nice to know that, like, this next week's not gonna be, like, a full work week. I did not get all the green beans. Probably because I was so focused on my jet ski. Which I would argue is fair. It's fair. I was busy thinking about important and trustful things. Okay. We'll go over here. I probably didn't need more grass. You know, actually, I'm going to take that back right before I even finish saying it out loud. Because I was about to say, I actually probably didn't need this much grass. But I will arguably use grass more places than any of the others. So having, you know, more space over here be dedicated to grass, I feel like is fine. I wanted to make sure I had at least some more of the tropical and fur, you know, stuff growing too, though. Just to build up a good stockpile. Alright, so far things seem to be working out, though. Slowly but surely we can start doing more stuff. I guess I'm going to start thinking about where I'm going to put Rain and how I'm going to want to, like, where I'm going to put her and then how I'm going to start building up around her. Probably means I need to look into some inspiration stuff. Look. Plots I missed. But now my sprinklers are done getting made, so that's a big thing. I've been working towards having enough metal. I had honestly focused so much on the metal that by the time I had enough metal, I was like, oh crap, I don't have enough relics. Okay, was there something else that I needed to do? Damn it. I don't like it when my compactor finishes early, because then I'm like, oh, I can use my compactor more. No, no, no. You need to wrap stuff up. You need to not continue. Although, now that I'm thinking about it. Who could have guessed that I would have justified doing a little bit more? If you guessed that I could justify it, then you've probably been here before. And good for you. If I had a cookie to give you, I would give it. Okay. I'm going to go flatten the last of the Vombat area. I will still need to... Can I not flatten like that? Ugh. Crap. Self-sabotage. Good for me. Oh, do I have a light? Put the lights away. Okay, how do I want to handle that? That giant mound of dirt. Do I have enough left in my other shovel? Oh, wait a minute. Can I raise the thing I'm standing on? That's really not what I wanted to do. Okay. Nope. Okay, that was a little more effort than it should have been worth. Now I know, though, to consider that when I'm trying to, like, just make it work. Which is what I was doing. Okay, but I still need a light for the corner. But that is the last of that. So that's cool. Still need to flatten this section. Still need to flatten that section. But yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to have to start working towards is moving my bees and relocating Rain. And I think I'm going to try and figure out how to put her here. This X is for Rain. So if I can put her up here somehow, and then put like some kind of flower growing situation, some kind of apiary situation, even rudimentary at this point, I think would be good. So I'm probably going to want to actually construct myself some flower boxes so that I can start, particularly the lily pads. I'm going to want a lot of lily pads for some ideas that I have. Looking at some of the flowers I have in here, I'm assuming that these two might function the same way. Because they've got that blue background too. But then I can start growing flowers intentionally for decorating purposes and not just relying on me grabbing stuff while I'm running around and hoarding everything. So that'll be great. Did I trap? I did not trap. Okay, what time are we looking at? We're about 3:30. That's not terrible. See, this is why I should try and wrap it up at 3 hours, knowing damn well that I probably need more than 3 hours. Okay, I just need one light. So grab that. Go stick it down. Go trap. And then we should be able to call it. Because I still need money. Right? Right. There. Alright, but that is, except for the place where the Wary Moo was living. That's all of my ranch land moved down. I may go ahead and expand the pleeps. Oh, that's what I was going to do too. See, there's always another thing. Like potato chips. I want to be able to expand the water. So I want to move. But they don't eat grass, right? Let's see. I don't know if they'll actually need more room. Which I could. I could give them more room. I could give the wombats more room too, really. I could eat into this area over here. and give them some more space. But that is not this day. I'm already doing more than I should. Soon I'm gonna have to refill the feeders. The silos, you know? Go. Alright. So how much room does that give me for you guys? Oh. Apparently I needed more than 16 minutes of stamina. Okay. That shape's looking alright. Yeah? Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll do something in the middle. So some of the decorating videos I've seen have had people putting rocks in places. And I'm wondering if that's just a creative mode thing. Like, can you actually put rocks where you want them without creative mode? Because that would be cool if you could. I think somebody said something about being able to pick things up and move them around. So maybe that's a way to do it without creative mode. But if it is just creative mode, that kind of sucks because rocks are fabulous to decorate with. Especially if you're trying to go for a natural landscaping kind of look. Okay. Animals. Trapping. My cages are down south. So I need to make sure I go get them. These things can go up here. If I'm very, very lucky, I might be able to stick my chainsaw in the charger before bed. So we'll see about that. Let's go to the south telepad, pick up our cages, try and trap, and wrap it. I feel like we were pretty productive today. We learned about what not to do. But I still got, you know, some more stuff done around the farm. I got some resource gathering stuff done that I needed to get done. Why do I have random... Oh, I know why. Because I was offloading. It wasn't just about the cages. It was about making sure I had enough space in my inventory. That explains that. All right. Is there a random devil over here? You know what? I've never marked him. He's not always here, though. So. Not today is what it says. Hey, friend. Ow. Don't get greedy. Fuck. Risky. But we made some money today. Not a ton of money, but enough money to keep us going, you know, like keep things rolling. And to not get so far behind. Like, the hot air balloon was expensive, but, you know, it's built now, right? So I don't have to necessarily buy it again. As long as things don't glitch out and get it trapped somewhere I can't recover it from. I'm looking at you, jet ski in the ocean. Why do I feel like I don't have very many cages? Did I leave some cages somewhere? I used 2. I have 4. I have 4 over there. Oh, that is 10. Okay, math. Yay. All right, where? There's no devil over here today. Weird. All right, well, screw you then. I'll just... Oh, hi. You coming? Don't shoot me. Ooh, hello. Oh, nice. Did I trap something by accident? I must have. Or my brain is so jellified I don't actually remember doing it. Or my brain is so jellified that I don't remember putting 3 cages down instead of 4. All of these things are possible. Okay. You are a bug. You are not a mean doggy. Mean doggy. I see fire, though, in the distance. You look like you need to come with me. You coming? Go for walkies? You coming? Cookie. Come on. Oh, I hear you. I'm busy. Come on, babies. Go for a ride. What is that? Toad skin. I also have seen a few other people with their little gliders. There's quite a bit of variety. I haven't gotten a single glider yet. So, looking forward to getting to do that. But also, like, seeing that there's a lot of them. Like, which one do I want? No more? No more friends? No more walkies? Alright. Well, let's go grab our cages. Maybe we can go to the town center and grab a couple of crocs real quick, and then we can call it. Oh, man. I'm glad I'm feeling better than I did yesterday. I told my husband I was really concerned about not being, like, being out of commission all weekend. I'm like, that's not going to be great. So, you know. And I still have this mild headache. Like, it never has gone away. Just a little bit. Like, right there that just radiates. It's like, great, thanks. Oh, I love that. All right. Crocodiles. Anybody want to take a ride? And now I have Boston's Hitch a Ride stuck in my head. Good job. Tell me there's no crocodiles today. Alright. That's okay. We'll make it work with what we've got, because I don't want to make it too much of a pain in the butt. No? Will you not follow? Excuse me? Really? I thought I could just get them to chase me. But apparently they don't like to do that from the bridge. Oh, I can't even trap you down here. Are you gonna wander so I can actually trap you? Excuse me? Really, man? Where are you going? Because I really am not as fussed about how much, like, oh, this isn't maximizing the cages. I'm just concerned with using the cages up. Excuse me. Okay. I was like, get in there. All right. Fantastic. Oh. Lilith delivered echidna. Damn straight. All right. Oh, look. How cute are you? Super cute. All right. Go home. Put away stuff. Oh, fantastic. I was hoping for that. All right. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Excited about the progress. Excited about having an idea of what I want to do next. You know, because it's like any point that I know could lead to indecision is always like, uh-oh. How far or how long is it going to take us to decide what to do next? But I think, ooh, and I did get quite a few pearls marked. I mean, it's not like be all end all. And then here's the danger zone. But I think, yeah, the next thing I'm going to start doing is working on at least moving rain so that I can start moving my bees. Because the next area to flatten is this chunk here so that I can expand workshop-y type area. Actually, this is Vombat. So this here, probably this around here. Where did we talk about putting the quarry? This. I want to go look at that. That's not what I want to do. I want to go look at that real quick. Because I wouldn't mind, because I'm going to need to move the quarry. And eventually my tree farm, which is over there still. Right over there. In the dark. In the night. But if this seems big enough for a quarry / tree farm, this is big enough for that. We'll get rid of these problematic people. Ooh. But I don't really mind getting rid of bush devils. And I don't mind necessarily getting rid of, like, the water in the middle. Although, I don't know. But I could flatten this down. And make this whole thing quarry / tree farm. And quarries and trees are pretty easy to move. I mean, if I want the wood right away, sure, I wouldn't necessarily want to, like, keep moving it around. I would want to let it grow, but I don't think it's that dire. I'm not super fussed about how much wood I have at the minute. I have enough wood for what I'm currently doing. But if I start doing a lot of, like, dock building or landscaping and laying down, you know, more urban type settings where I need stairs and bridges and all of that, then sure, I want to make sure that my tree farm is functioning in a more productive way. But just having a space for it to be, I think is going to be fine for at least a bit. So, good plans, good plans. We have good plans for what we want to do next. I'm going to need to repair my stuff soon. I got a third mannequin because holy cow. And yeah, we'll call it a day. So, let's see. Tomorrow's video on YouTube is going to be another decorating video for Dreamlight Valley. We're on the 9th floor over there, guys. That's kind of crazy. And I am more than halfway through the year, which is also kind of crazy. And that's cool. I'm still debating on whether or not, after I finish the 10th floor, I'm going to move to a space outside. I'm really torn. But what is that? 5 rooms away, so I've got over a month to try and figure out what I want to do about that. I'll either say screw it and jump in, or I'll say, you know what, I'm not ready for that yet, and I'll keep decorating floors because there's 20 floors on the damn in the damn house. So I got time to decide, right? And then let's see. I've been trying to. I ended up with a ton of clips from my different streams, so I've been trying to put those out as shorts on YouTube. So, if you're not watching those and you're interested in seeing if you've missed any like just funny bits, it's usually funny stuff, or things that I think are funny, I guess. I usually kind of sprinkle those throughout the week, and then Tuesday. I don't think I'm going to put a quote of the day out. I think I'm pretty caught up on my quote of the days. Tuesdays and Saturdays tend to be my quote of the days. And then Thursday. Thursday should be here. Should be Dreamlight Valley. I'm working on Maleficent's friendship level, and I'm hoping to get Aurora unlocked on Thursday so that I can then work on her friendship stuff. It's probably going to be at least 2, if not 3 more streams if I had to predict just how much story I have left. So what is that going to put us into? It's going to put us into probably mid-August before I know whether or not I'm going to do more Dinkum heavy stuff for a while, or if I'm going to keep alternating. We might have a star path by then. So it may be Dreamlight Valley on Thursdays for a while, but we'll see. And then by the time we hit September, knock on wood, we'll get Autonomica and we can stream it, and then we can all be like, really... I'm trying to like hold the hype in, but the closer we get, I'm going to get more excited because it's been, I don't know if I've ever been involved with the game at the alpha point. Like I've been like in like the early access and like the beta point before, but I haven't done a ton of beta stuff. So the fact that like this is the first time I've been able to do that, and the scope of the game looks amazing, and I'm in their Discord, so of course we get all the update information, so of course that build type. Anyway, the closer we get to that, the more I'm going to be like, it's coming! But, right now, Dinkum Sundays, Dreamlight Valley Thursdays. Don't think I'm canceling anything in the near future. There is something that's coming up on a Thursday for my kid getting ready for school, but I think my husband's going to take that. Like, he has to go get his tablet and stuff like that. But, and meet his teachers and do all of that normal beginning of the school year stuff, but it's on a Thursday at like 6 o'clock. And I looked at my husband and I went, don't suppose you want to do that, do you? So he might do it. Knock on wood. Love it if he would. I'll come home in time to be home with the little one so that he can take the older one to, he's going to be a freshman, y'all. It's crazy. But then I can still stream on time and everything should work out. But I might have to cancel. If I do, I will make a community post on YouTube and I will put it in my schedule panel on Twitch. And then there's also a way to update your schedule and you can like skip that stream or whatever. I usually update that stuff on Twitch. So if you don't see me around and you're wondering, those are the places to check. And I think that I've yammered on enough because jellified brain means I talk too much or more than usual or as usual. Anyway. Don't forget to thumbs up, follow, subscribe, hang out with me, and I will see you next time, I guess. Yeah. Have a lovely day, nighttime, wherever you are, whenever you are. Bye.